Radha Krishna. Welcome to Gita Essence with Deepak. In the last video, we have covered entire Mahabharata story in a short form. In this video, we are going to start preaching of Bhagavad Gita, verse by verse, simple explanations. Before starting its content, you have to know the syllabus of Bhagavad Gita. There are 18 adhyayams, that is chapters, and 700 shlokas, that is verses. In this video, we are going to start shloka 1 in the first adhyayam, which is called as Arjuna Vishada Yogam. This first chapter completely deals with observing the armies of the battlefield of Kurukshetra.
Om Shri Krishna Paramatmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 1. Arjuna Vishada Yogam. In the verse 1, Dhrtarastra Uvacha Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamakah Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. Dhrtarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do?
In this first shloka, Dhrtarashtra asks Sanjaya, O Sanjaya, in the holy place of Kurukshetra, which is considered as a Dharmakshetra, my sons and the sons of Pandu were assembled on the battlefield, deciding to fight. What did they do? There is a direct meaning, indirect meaning, and a deeper meaning inside this shloka. The direct meaning is just Dhritarashtra asked his secretary Sanjaya, what did his sons and sons of Pandu, desiring to fight in the war field, what did they do? Of course they are going to fight, they are not going to dance or sing anything. Before getting into deep meaning and indirect question asked by Dhritarashtra, let me tell you few other details. You must know who is Dhritarashtra and who is Sanjaya and what are their qualities.
Dhritarashtra is such a person who is very arrogant, blind-minded, and maintains hated relationship with his own brother Pandu as he becomes the king, which would have been his, passes due to him born blind. He also provides consent and plots to kill Pandavas since their young age. He wanted the throne inherited only to his own sons and not to those Pandavas. And he stays silent when his sons tried to strip naked Draupadi and disrespected her in the royal palace at the front of every king's. And he wanted only his sons to win the battle, even aware of their sins. Sanjaya is the secretary of King Dhritarashtra. He is the student of Vyasa Maharshi, and he also received a boon from his guru, which he was able to see the visuals of battlefield of Kurukshetra lively.
The next question comes to your mind is, when did Dhritarashtra ask Sanjaya this question? To answer this, you have to know that the total Mahabharata war goes on for 18 days. At the 10th day of the war, when Pandavas fight Bhishmacharya, the grandfather of the total Kuru clan, was put to the ground. This information was passed by Sanjaya to Dhritarashtra, and then Dhritarashtra asked Sanjaya, what did my sons and sons of Pandu do in the battlefield? Dhritarashtra says, Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre, that is, the place where they fight for is a land of Dharma. Only Dharma always wins there. Where there is Lord Krishna, there is Dharma and there is victory to it. And therefore, Krishna stands with Pandavas and Pandavas are fated for the victory, which makes it Dhritarashtra very fearful in this situation. Now, it's time to know more about Bhishma.
Now, coming to Bhishmacharya, he is the revered grandfather of the entire Kuru clan. He is the son of Ganga Devi and Raja Shantanu. And he is also the student of Parashurama, an avatar of Vishnu. He is a fearless person, even fought with his guru, and he has a boon of death only by his own wish. And he always stands with and upholds dharma.
As the secretary of the king, Sanjaya knew every evil plots of Dhritarashtra against the Pandavas. So Dhritarashtra was completely embarrassed to ask Sanjaya directly that what adharma did the Pandavas do with the help of Krishna to bring the upholder of dharma, the Bhishma, to the ground. This was the indirect question asked by Dhritarashtra to Sanjaya in this shloka. Now you know the importance of Bhagavad Gita, its qualities, and it is directly spoken by the Lord himself. Now think that, why did Vyasa Maharshi, completely aware of evil qualities of Dhritarashtra, he mentions his name in the first shloka of Bhagavad Gita? It could be anyone, right? It could be Arjuna, it could be Yudhishthira, it could be Bhima. There are a lot of dharmic people. Now you have to listen carefully where sage Vyasa Maharshi delivers an important message to everyone who reads Bhagavad Gita. In this shloka, we have to notice 2 points from 2 different perspectives. One is Arjuna and other one is Dhritarashtra. Now, both of them, Arjuna and Dhritarashtra, gets to hear the entire Bhagavad Gita verses. Arjuna hears directly from the Lord, whereas Dhritarashtra hears through Sanjaya. The thing here is, Arjuna utilizes the entire Gita verses with his intelligence and bhakti towards the Lord, whereas Dhritarashtra couldn't able to utilize, and due to his sufferings, due to his arrogance, due to his evil in nature, he couldn't gain the entire knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. The important news that we have to learn here is, we have to decide whether we are going to be Arjuna or we are going to be Dhritarashtra.
Finally, the truth comes from the mouth of Dhritarashtra himself. The shloka starts with the word dharma and ends with jaya, which only mean always the dharma wins.
Those who haven't subscribed my channel, do it now, and we are going to see in the next video where we will be discussing on second shloka of Bhagavad Gita. Radha Krishna.